Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be posting videos again now that the crazy month of July is over. I'm back from my trip. If you didn't know, I feel like I show more of my everyday life on Instagram than here, obviously. So if you haven't followed me over there, it's linked down below. But anyways, today's video is going to be my top 5 stylers for my wavy hair. I think it would be fun to at some point do if I could only keep 5, or if these are the only stylers I could have type video, because in that video I would probably do more variety so I could have different options in the end result. They give me the results that I like for my personal hair, so keep that in mind. But I've also heard a lot of people with way curlier hair than me say that they love these too. So without rambling on anymore, I'm just going to jump right into it. The first one is one that I hadn't discovered the last time I did this video, but I've been talking about this for a really long time now because I absolutely love it. This is the Curlsmith Hydra Style Flexi Jelly. So this is just a gel, basically. On the hold scale here, it says it's a 7 out of 10, which I would say is pretty accurate. It's pretty strong hold, but it's not like crazy like some. And the thing I really like about this gel is that there is this almost moisturizing factor to it. When you squeeze it out, you can see it has a milky, like not completely clear texture. It's a little bit, like I said, like milky and balmy and hydrating. So I really like that. I feel like the name is perfect, Hydra Style. And I've recommended this to people that really love it as well. One of my friends that is like getting used to her wavy hair in the last couple months said that this is like her favorite styler out of the ones that I recommended to her. So if you have not tried this, out of all of these, I feel like regardless of what your hair type is, I think you would like this. Whether you have really fine loose waves or you have like really coarse spirally curls or whatever it is, I think that this would be a great option for most people out there. And if you haven't tried this, I really think you need to check it out. And I wouldn't say it's underrated, but I do think more people should talk about it. I think it should be like a viral product. It's that good. And then we can talk about one that was in my last video, and this has remained a favorite through years and years. This is the Briogeo Curl Charisma Rice Amino and Avocado Leave-In Defining Cream. A really long name. You guys have heard me talk about this so many times. I know it's not going to be for everyone. This does have some protein in it, so keep that in mind if you're very sensitive to protein, but it has never given me a protein overload on my hair personally. I feel like this is just a really good, simple styling cream that doesn't have a ton of hold, so don't expect that from this. But personally, that's not what I go for in a styling cream. I prefer to use a styling cream as like my moisture type product and to add like some definition and all of that. But when I really want something with strong hold or that's going to really keep my hair locked in, I will go for a gel or a mousse. This is more for me for moisture, and it does that beautifully. I love the smell of this. It's so nostalgic to me now because I've used it for years. This is actually the first like curl product that I ever used back when I started this like whole journey with my hair. So I definitely recommend this one. I don't want to ramble on too much about it because I've talked about it so much in so many videos, but that's Briogeo. Also, you guys, this is not in any particular order. It's just my top 5. Yeah, like I said, in no particular order. My hair is still a little bit damp, so if you can tell, it's not greasy or anything. It's just still a little bit damp from drying. Okay, you guys, I'm kind of shocked that this is in my top 5 video because of how recent this is, and you guys probably have already guessed what it is. I did a whole review video on this, so I'll have it linked up in the cards if you want to check it out. This is the Jvn Complete Air Dry Cream. This is such a good cream. I don't know how I never heard of this before I did like a poll asking you guys what your favorite curly wavy hair stylers were, and so many of you guys said the Jvn Air Dry Cream, and then I went on Sephora and I looked at the reviews and they were really good, and I was like, wow, why have I not heard of this cream? But now that I've discovered it, this is already, I feel like, a staple in my collection. It's a cream that I would say has a little bit more hold than the Briogeo one. It still gives me that moisture that I want, but without being too heavy. I don't like anything too thick that has almost like the texture of a hair mask. I prefer something a little bit more lightweight but still moisturizing. I feel like this is that, but with a little bit more hold than the Briogeo. And this one I can use on its own, like completely without any other stylers. If I use it correctly and I use the right amount, I feel like I don't need to use anything else to get like the hold and definition that I want from just this one cream, which I think is amazing. That doesn't mean I like it more than the Briogeo one. It just means that I use it for something kind of different. And I definitely think you guys should check this out if you are looking for something that's sort of like a one and done product, something that you can just put in your hair and be done with it. But maybe you don't want something like a gel or something that's going to be really intense on your hair. You just want a nice, simple product that will give you pretty results without doing a full 5-step routine. I think this one is really good. So yeah, like I said, I'm a little bit surprised that that made it into this video because of how recent it is, but I think it deserves a spot here because it's one that I've been using a lot since I picked it up. So the last two products here are definitely like OGs, like ones that I've used for a really, really long time. I think I talked about both of these in my first video that I did where I talked about like my favorite stylers, but I have to talk about them again because they're still some of my favorite products, and that is the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk line, but specifically the Curl Talk Mousse and the Curl Talk Sculpting Gel. Both of these are so good. I would say go for the gel if you have more fine hair or you're like maybe you have looser waves, and maybe go for the mousse if your hair is a little bit more coarse or you feel like it's curlier. I feel like they could be used interchangeably, like both would be good for different hair types, but just kind of to give you guys my opinion on what would be better for what type of hair. I love both of these though on my hair, just depending on the kind of results that I want. I really like this gel because it is kind of similar to the Curlsmith one, maybe without that added hydrating factor to it, but still really good, and it's a lot more affordable. So if you don't want to spend the money on a Curlsmith product, I definitely recommend checking this one out. And this is pretty much the only mousse that I use on a regular basis. I don't have a ton of mousses in my collection because honestly I don't feel the need to. This just does it all for me. When I want to use a mousse, this gives me the results that I want from a mousse. So I don't know why it says it's a 2 on the scale from 1 to 5 as far as hold. I think it's a little bit stronger than that, but it's not anything too heavy or crunchy or coarse. It leaves your hair feeling soft once you scrunch out the cast, but it does give me pretty decent hold, I would say. So I would say it's higher than a 2, at least a 3, maybe even a 4, but that's just my opinion, I guess. But yeah, that is the last one I had to talk about in this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know that I've talked about these products in the past, and some of them I've talked about a lot, but I know that some of the people here are new to my channel, or maybe you've never been here, and I just wanted to share with you guys all together what I would consider like my top 5 favorite stylers that I use the most on my hair. Again, obviously this isn't including leave-ins and things like that, but just the main styler that I would use. Like I said at the beginning of the video, let me know if you want me to do like if I could only keep 5. I don't know if I could choose that right now, but I feel like it might be a bit different, like I said, because these kind of give me similar results, whereas if I could only keep a few products, I might want something that's stronger hold that can give me more intense results, or maybe I would even add in like a foam that would give me just sort of that very light tousled, fluffy, not super defined hair look. I don't know, honestly, but I think I would want a variety of options with my hair if I could only keep a few products. Although I would say that these are pretty versatile products and you can use them in different ways and different amounts of them to get certain results. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now. I really hope that this video helped you guys out. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would love to have you follow me over on my Instagram and my TikTok and Twitter. Those are all linked down below in my description box. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.